Well, Schadenfreude is a dark little void where you feel overjoyed at someone else's misfortune. It's not
Helmer.
yours. Schadenfreude happens deep inside. It's a feeling we try to hide, this finding pleasure in another's pain.
Richard Frank. Bill Crow.
But I must admit to having enjoyed a recent moment of Schadenfreude, which now I will try to explain. You see, the traffic jam was terrible. Some found
Hi, Bill.
it unbearable. Patience was wearing very.
Mark Morganelli is with us this evening. We have royalty. You don't have to stand. You don't have to bow. Just don't look him directly in the eye. That's the only thing. I can't go out and visit outside today because my telephone, my iPhone broke. I dropped it 2 days ago on the street while I was filming the show, and it cracked, and it cracked the camera in the back. Hello. Oh.
Smoothie time.
Smoothie time. Smoothie time. Ah, you see? It's a smoothie, you know, it's a mixture of all kinds of fruits and vegetables, and it's kind of green and brown. And once I told Carolyn, could you make me a roughie? What's a roughie? And she took a banana and dropped an apple and a berry in and gave it to me without even grinding it up. That's a roughie. So I prefer smoothie. Excuse me. I mean, while she gave it to me, I had to. Bananas, blueberries. They're fabulous. I strongly recommend them. It's been a long haul, eh? Yes, Mark, it has been a long haul. And Mark, I fear it's going to continue a long haul.
You don't go down anymore?
No, I don't. Okay. My wife jumps in and says, "You're not going down anymore." No, my phone broke. My phone broke and I can't carry it down. I'll do it tomorrow. There's a new phone coming tomorrow. My wife was...
go downstairs.
Okay, my wife said, "You don't go down anymore?" You heard that. I can't go down today because my phone is broken and I can't carry this whole iPad down there. It doesn't work. I'll break it. So today, we're just starting here. Seeing everybody. Hello, Al. How are you today? I was playing...
She honked and honked, her venom flowing, honked and honked, impatience growing. She was not to be dismissed.
This is Schadenfreude.
Nonetheless, I did not react. I almost found it funny, in fact, as I watched her pound the dashboard with her fist.
With her fist. So I'm putting all my CDs. I know I should have done this 1,000 years ago. But I'm putting all the old CDs. This one's a very good one. It's called Two-Lane Highways. It's much better than I thought it was. Life on the Road. Not a bad one at all. Double Cross. This is Francois. Francois Zalekin has put this one out. And this is Rodgers and Leonhart, a very presumptuous title. But it's presumptuous. But it's got a lot of Rodgers and Hart. And the other publishers, the publishers of like Rodgers and Hart, they don't send me any messages. Don't play our music. But my own publishers, co-publishers, keep sending me messages. Hey, you can't play that music. That belongs to our client. It's me. It's me. I can do it. I own the music. I really do own the copyrights to this music. I give you such a hard time. Anyway, had a fracture in my leg yesterday. Oh, sorry. Helmer, I'm going to send you a get well card. A get well card. Drinking can cause a fracture in the leg or even a fracture in the leg. Now, Now what we need to do is we need to paint a nice little cast on that tree. Put a cast around that tree, and it will then be nice and strong. Now, I don't know whether you heard Bob Ross talking, but he doesn't talk like this at all. He talks more like this. He talks faster than I do. But I like his slow, Bob Ross. Whisper. Put a little tree. Put a little turtle here. I'm sorry, Helmer. I'm sorry you broke your leg. Hi, Bo. How are you? Bowie, Vaughn is working on his math by himself. He feels pressured to have a family member tutoring him. Hello, Jay and fans. Hello, John Weber, wherever you are. Marianne McSweeney. Hi, Marianne. Well, listen, I've got my Wednesday song prepared. I couldn't find any. I didn't really look very hard for Wednesday songs. Excuse me, Thursday. Today's Thursday. I've been juggling them back and forth. Been thinking about them, and I forgot what day it was. But it's actually 7:02 p.m. Thursday, July 16th. That's just for everybody. That's for everybody. That's for everybody out there. Thursday, July 16th. Thank you. Let's see if I can find my Wednesday song. Oh, here's my Thursday song. Seeing as how I couldn't find any decent Thursday songs. Uh-oh, only got half of it. I'm writing a song for the day of the week, every day of the week. I think I'll turn this so you can see me. Although some of you may not wish to, you're going to see me anyway. There goes lyric 1 on the floor. See, I've learned that you must scotch tape them into the folder, but I haven't got around this thing. Where's all that light coming from? It's Thursday. For sure it isn't the worst day. It used to be a great day to rehearse day, or sit and ponder the universe day. Now it's turning into a get me a nurse day. Thursday. For many folks, it is their birthday. Let's go to Vegas and lose our shirts day. In Germany, it's Wurst day. This is not the first day. It's Thursday. It's July 16th. But Thursday means it's time to buckle down. One more day left before we paint the town. Thursday says the week is soon to end. Thursday says that Friday's round the bend. Thursday can be a rather adverse day. Sometimes it has to be a tighten up your purse day. For me, it's always just make up a new verse day. But I can think of a worse way. Thursday. Thursday means it's time to buckle down. It's
wait one more day before we paint the town. Do-do-da-do-do-do. But Thursday says the week's about to end. Thursday says that Friday's round the bend. Friday's round the bend. It's Thursday. For sure it is not the worst day. Used to be a great day to rehearse day. Now I think it's just get me a nurse day. Boom, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. 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 Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something that I thought that you should know. So I will tell you. As we settle into place, it's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people. You deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I've practiced, but it will not mean a thing, 'cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing. You see, the bass is fretless, it's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare, and lots of notes which often are not there. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind, and the notes on bass become impossible to find. Do you remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, and chords? Is no less a miracle than Lord's. Wah, 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 wah. So as I make 1,000 errors, sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me, keep this all in mind. Remember, this is serious. Remember, this is art. Remember this, or I will fall apart. And then I'd have to pray to God to come and intercede. And she'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space. I say she made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space. To sing and play the bass. Never too late to tune up. From Baltimore. This is a story about a man named Henry. A tale I know to be true. About a man going stale in a city jail. Decided that his prison days were through. 5 years before Henry robbed the store, he got 10 to 20 years and no parole. On one cold November night, Henry finally saw the light. Decided that he'd dig himself a hole. Now, Henry didn't have no shovel. Had to steal himself a tablespoon. Started digging on the 3rd of November. Was the third free man on the 3rd of June. 'Cause it was 99 feet under thick concrete. Spoon and 9 scratching away. Hey, dark down there than an old coal mine that never saw the light of day. Henry stuffed up his bed so it looked like his head, and his body was a laying down at night. And when the guard checked his cell, he knew damn well that was Henry in there sleeping tight. But every night he'd drop out of sight, down the hole he dug in the floor. It was under the bed and down through the tunnel to where it stopped the night before. Henry spooned out some dirt and then he'd wrap it in a shirt and then he'd drag it on back to his cell. A little by to wash it on down the sink and rest his weary body for a spell. 'Cause it was 99 feet under thick concrete, moving slower than a snail. But every night while the warden slept tight, little Henry was escaping from jail. Finally one summer morning, the papers had a story to tell about a model prisoner named Henry who was not to be found in his cell. Henry didn't show at mess that morning or work that afternoon, and all they found was a 99-foot tall and an old tablespoon. The papers ran a picture that morning of the warden looking mighty pale. Seems he never figured on the day anybody dig his way out of the Baltimore City jail, 'cause it was 99 feet under thick concrete, nothing but a tablespoon. Started digging on the 3rd of November, was a free man on the 3rd of June. Was a free man on the 3rd of June. Finally one summer morning, papers had a story to tell about a model prisoner named Henry. Unfortunately, there's more to my story. Henry was like me and you. His tongue got to wagging and he got to bragging about what he done, soon everybody knew. The warden's boys heard all Henry's noise and they threw him on back in the cell. This time they gave him the penthouse apartment because they learned their lesson well. Henry finally made parole, he couldn't take another hold. These are days he's finally free. But he left a legend and a tunnel behind him, and they both realized that both real as they could be, because it was 99 feet under thick concrete, moving slower than a snail. But every night while the warden slept tight, little Henry was escaping from 99 feet under thick concrete. Smooth scratching away, darker down there than an old coal mine. They never saw the light of 99 feet under thick concrete, moving slower than a snail. But every night while the warden slept tight, little Henry was escaping. A little Henry was escaping. A little Henry was escaping from jail. Do, 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 do.
True story. His name's Tunnel Joe, actually. But Tunnel Joe didn't work. And at the time I wrote the song, I didn't know that was his name. But it actually was there. The guy actually did escape. Got out of prison. And I saw my father took me down to see the hole that Tunnel Joe had dug in the courtyard of the Baltimore City prison. I still don't understand exactly why my father would have taken me down to see that. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure. I forgot to turn on my expensive light, which will probably be too bright. Up, down, 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 down. Maybe it was better without it. I think it was. It looked clear to me. Off. I like that. I'll do that. Roller skating can cause fractures. Even worse is roller skating. Helmer, I'm glad you're catching on. You were roller inline skating probably? Mm-hmm. Cool, Clear Water is a thirsty song. Thank you. Cool, Clear Water is a thirsty song. Thirsty, I didn't even think of that. Leave it to Bill. Gerald Grable? Mm-hmm. Super cool song, yeah. Anthony Brock is watching. John Weber. If you're thirsty, drink some of this smoothie. You're just jealous because Sonny didn't make you a smoothie. Sonny, please. You get a what do you call it? Ninja machine. They're the loudest grinders you ever heard in your life, but they're good. And you throw all kinds of fruit in it. You don't even peel it. Yes, you do. I think you do. You certainly don't throw the banana peels in. I didn't see any banana peels going in there. Yeah, I'm sure you peel it. Excuse me, I'm a little wrong about that. Oh, look back there. Right there. That's my you're fired from the Blue Note plaque. I didn't know it meant I was fired. I thought it was like a 10-year anniversary. Congratulations, you've done a great job. Showed up the next week. There was another a band. After 10 years, I suddenly walked in. There was another band on the stand. Terrible. Terrible, the way those things happen. And there's an old picture of me. I'll move it over a little bit. Picture when I was 12, right there. 12. No, I guess I was in my 40s. Yeah, I was in my 40s. And up top is that same picture I showed you last night of all the bass players. That's the real one. Matter of fact, I was wondering where that picture went. It's right there. Right there in front of me. And here we have... Oh, look what I found tonight. Look what I found. I actually am very pleased with this picture. Because it just brings back such very warm memories. Anita O'Day. I worked with her in the 80s at that club on 2nd Avenue. The guy who ran a club and sold cocaine. He never sold any to me. But to Jay, my all-time favorite with love, Anita O'Day, 9/28/77. So I was, what was I? 1970, I was 37. Jeez, I was young. Boy. But she was great. I loved her. And she was very sweet. Very sweet. And here's something you probably didn't know. That when they built the subway 100 years ago, or 100 and how many, 20 years ago, they put little bass holders in so the bass player could come in and lean his bass against one of the pillars, and it holds it very nicely. I mean, who would have thought that they would be so prescient to give a present like that to bass players? But there it is. That's the bass holding stands. That's really great. If you can see up here, it says Broadway Local up top, right here. Broadway Local. Broadway Local. Oh, yeah. In case you thought he wasn't here, he's always here. No bag tonight. I sort of like the bag. I kind of liked it. What the hell? I mean, it was nice. It was no germs got in there. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Yes, I do. Anthony Brock. Hello, Anthony Brock. Super cool song. Roller skating causes fractures. Even worse, roller skating. Clearwater's a thirsty. Gerald, Stephen, Helmer, Blada, Blada. I'm sorry, Blada. The print is small. Bilko, is it Thursday? Joe Sarvers. Hi, Joe. The Blue Note gig was with Jay singing all of his songs. And if Grady was good, he would sing one. Grady was very good, and he always sang something during his set. But it was my gig. And Grady, we sang, he always sang a song. We had a lot of fun. What are all those degrees on the wall? 3rd degrees. Did the bass have to use a token to get... No. The answer to that is no. This, believe it or not, right back there, it's hard to do this. That's a commercial pilot's license that I got when I was in my 20s. I left New York, went back to Baltimore, stopped drinking, big one, and I was 21. No, 23. I was 23. And I spent the next 4 years doing yoga, exercising, and taking all the money I'd saved in New York and spending it on flying lessons. I thought maybe I'd be a pilot, because it was obviously that the jazz business was going to kill me. So then I became a pilot, and all of a sudden I realized, I hope there's no pilots in the audience right now, but I realized that these guys are not interesting or as funny or as jazz musicians. And I started working with Ethel Ennis in Baltimore. I started playing with her, and all of a sudden, I knew I'd just give it all up. Packed my little Volvo, put a bass in the car, and went back to New York. Got an apartment in Montclair, someplace out there. That's that one. The ones above them are not degrees. Those three are, they used to give out these, well, I love them, most valuable player in the recording studio awards. And I won 2 on electric bass and 1 on upright bass. How about that? It's a New York thing, and everybody in New York voted, and it was a nice, prestigious. Listen, I didn't win a lot of awards, and that felt very nice to win. I must admit, I will tell you, I shan't lie. The other one, what is that? What is that? I think that's a letter from... Oh, that's a letter from Oscar Peterson. Dear Jay, blah, blah, blah. Nice to see you. Thank you for your letter. And, oh, that's right. My daughter got a bad review in the New York Times. And he wrote the most compassionate letter to her. Because the critic came in and she was playing at Gil Weist's club, and the PA system was terrible. And she was singing only through the monitor set for the whole audience. And the critic said, first of all, she doesn't have much of a voice and she sings out of tune. Well, she doesn't sing out of tune at all. She bends notes and she can do everything, but she's out of tune like Sarah's out of tune. And that's the letter that Oscar sent me. That was nice. And the other one, the other little picture there is just a picture of, that one there is Bobby Rosengarten, Peter Appleyard. Bucky and Skitch. Skitch? Is that really Skitch? Yes, Skitch. Yes, it is Skitch. Skitch would get these great paying gigs. And then he'd go up there and just tinkle at the piano. We'd all play and he'd do his thing. And it was a nice gig. And eventually we were doing a trio with Bucky, me, and Skitch. Oh, gracious goodness. I mean, it paid very nicely. For those days for a concert. Oh, Skitch was very generous. He really split everything. Then Skitch died suddenly, and there went that gig. This dying thing, that's really what's causing a bad economy. Dying. It's driving me to drink. Skitch Henderson, yes. Carolyn's pitch is extremely good from a guy with absolute pitch. Well, no, she really can sing in pitch. I mean, you should hear with Steely Dan, that stuff that they do with all those inner harmonies and ninths and the major sevenths and all that. And she nails them. She just nails them. And that's why she records. She's recorded every album they've done for the last 5 albums. She's the lead singer on it because she can sing a tune. I'm bragging, totally bragging. So just put up with it. To mind it. Joe Sarber, thank you for clarifying, Jay, as I had been wondering. Oh, I forgot what I had been wondering. 3rd degrees. Applying to 3rd degrees. Bryce Adams, Mike Katz. Hello, everyone. Did the bass have to use it? No. Okay, we're past that now. So now, Brandon Maggott. Skitch was incredibly nice and talented. Love Carolyn. Yes, a lot of us do. I want you to hear something. I want you to hear me and this album I did with, what's his? Gary Burton. Gary Burton. Where's Gary Burton? Artists. Burton. I just want you to hear a little bit of, because we did let's see if we can find it. Oh, here it is. And I wrote it was my album. And then the guy who made it decided, well, it'll be good if I put the album out also under Gary Burton's name, like it's his record. So I now see the record with Gary Burton, and I did all the arrangements, and I arranged the record, and I was the leader of it, but in a mellow tone. It's Joe Beck on guitar. Da bo do bo da do bo do ba 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 bee beep boo bee ba bee boo ba ba bee boo boo ba bee boo boo ba ba boo bee ba. Terry Clark playing the drums. Terry Clark, Joe Beck, me, and Gary. This album is called Fort Duke. I'm sorry, I like this album. And it never did a thing. No promotion. It just floats around in the stratosphere. Joe. All right. Careful. Oh, I should put on the me and John Bunch and Bucky playing the same song from a album called A Visit to Dukes or something like that. I'm going to find it, put it on here, and play it. Bop-bo. I don't know if there's any good, are there good words to that song?
attuned to that because the vibes are going to be A440. Dees do 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 do. Do do da ba. Ba boo ba ba boo da ba da ba do ba boo do ba ba boo boo da ba 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 boo dee da dee boo doo ba bee boo boo ba ba boo ba ba bum ba boo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo 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 ba doo dee doo dee doo dee doo zee za boo ba 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 boo boo ba ba and so forth. I did it. Now I'll give you a little tip about that song, because John Bunch used to conduct. I used to play this a lot with John Bunch, and John Bunch used to conduct the Ellington Orchestra when he was with Tony Bennett. And he and Duke became friends. And he told me, the first time it goes, it goes to mid G, the 4 minor, the flat 7, dominant 7. The second time, in the second half, it goes sharp or diminished. Yes, that's right, sharp or diminished. So the first time it always goes to the flat dominant 7. That's the way Ellington wrote it and wanted to play it. Just thought I'd tell you, so we can all carry on that tradition. Those of you who don't know how to play it can think about it when you hear it. The first time through the song, when it goes to the 4 chord, it goes to the 4 minor, or the substitute for the 4 minor, which is the dominant 7/7. The second time it goes boom, no, and then it goes to the sharp 4 diminished. And I've been spreading that gospel ever since. And I'm able to do it because John Bunch told me that I play with John, he played with Duke, and that's what Duke did. So, I pull a little bit. I get rank and pull a lot of rank. I don't get too obnoxious about it. But I do it. Let me see. What's this song here? I don't want to do that song. I want to do another song. Something interesting. Oh dear, I just bent that. Here's a nice song. Here's a really fun song. One that I've loved forever. I played this with so many people. And John Eaton in Washington was the first person who I really learned his. Every honeybee fills with jealousy when they see you out with me. I don't blame them, heaven knows. Honeysuckle rose. When you're passing by, flowers droop and sigh, and I know the reason why. You're much sweeter, heaven knows. Honeysuckle rose. Don't buy sugar. You just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. It's sweet when you stir it up. When I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, it seems the honey fairly drips. Oh my, your confection goodness knows. Honeysuckle rose. Don't buy sugar. You just have to touch my cup. You're my sugar. It's sweet when you stir it up. Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey fairly drips. Your confection, goodness knows, honeysuckle rose. Your confection, honeysuckle rose. Your confection, goodness knows, honeysuckle rose. Oh, trying to play those bits in tune down low. It's not too easy. Ain't so easy anymore.
Gary used to travel with 446. Oh. Oh. Did you know the picture about drinking and memory? Did you? Actually, Stephen, I may have shown that picture. That was a tight ending. I don't remember the song we're talking about now. I hope it was tight. Put up your dukes, right? I'm sorry, could you repeat that? No, but he will do it, he says. Gary used to travel with a 440 set of bars plus a 442 set for European gigs where lots of instruments are pitched high. Well, how about that? Sounds perfect in E flat. So sweet. I used to love Slam Stewart and Rose Murphy on that Honeysuckle Rose. Me too. I heard Slam Stewart and I heard Slam and Rose Murphy in Washington when I was a lad in 1957. They played at a little hotel. My God, the little teeny hotel, it had such good players in it. Honeysuckle Rose, not exactly, no. No, that was written by Fats Waller. No, I wish I had. My songs are not as simple and clear as that. My songs are long, complicated mini operas that still some people want to take up. But still people want to sing. I have a couple. The song that got recorded the most of all of my selections got recorded because Audra McDonald sang it and recorded it on one of her first records. And it happened to be a song called Beat My Dog. And it's been recorded. Don't ask me. It came to be because my daughter was very young and she was in a swimming pool in my parents' backyard. And a little stream was behind her. A little yellow stream seemed to float in the pool behind her. And I realized, you break the rules, you pee in pools. Pee in pools, you break the rules. And I said, MC John, when it was Rosemary, at the La Cucharaca in Juarez, Mexico. Slam Stewart with Rose Murphy at the La Cucaracha in Juarez, Mexico. Yes. So, boy, I got thrown up. But Beat My Dog. So Audra recorded it, and it has turned out to be. That's what. Why? Because you break the rules, you pee in pools, and I said, oh my God, I'm going to have to write a song around that now. because I got to keep that line in something. You break the rules, you pee in pools. I mean, it's so there it is in a Carnegie Hall program with Gershwin and this one and Cole Porter and Harold Arlen and with his some of his hits and Jay Leonhart, Beat My Dog. But it got recorded a lot by people. It doesn't get recorded anymore because it's fallen out of fashion. Because Audra did it, and so everybody did it. But the downstairs room after dark in New York. Really? It was 1961. Great name for a restaurant. La Cucaracha. Oh, that's such a good conversation. I should just play background music. That's what I'll do. You all keep talking. Go ahead. What a nice song. A little break. You beat my dog, you beat my frog, you drink up all my gin. You bay at the moon and you sleep till noon and you never tell me where you been. I buy you clothes, I fix your nose, I steal you ruby rings. You break the rules, you pee in pools, you do outrageous things. Woman, I lie, I cheat, I steal, I cry for you. Woman, do 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 do. Woman, I'd lay down my life and die for you. Woman, do 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 do. You take my car, you drive so far, you come back with a tank on me. Your hair all messed, you half dressed, then you just look at me. You're out all night, you come in tight, you fall down on my bed, and there you lay for all the next day, for all I know you did. Woman, I lie, I cheat, I steal, I cry for you. Woman, woman, I'd lay down my life and die for you. Woman, Why now listen, friend, this has got to end. We got to have ourselves a talk. Things got to change, got to rearrange. Somebody gonna take a walk. Now I ain't one to put down fun, but this time you've gone too far. You smoke my hash, you spend my cash. Who the hell you think you are? You beat my dog, you eat my frog, you drink up all my gin. You lay at the moon, you sleep till noon, and you never tell me where you been. I buy you clothes, I fix your nose, I steal you ruby rings, but you break the rules, you pee in pools. And still I love you so, pretty baby, still I love you so. Still I love you so, pretty baby, still I love you so. That last little section in G was just because I felt like doing it. Well, no. Nah. Beating that dog. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. Karen Mason. Hi, Karen. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope we all get to work together. Steve Berger, we were talking about you yesterday. Somebody said something about ping pong, and we could. And I mentioned you. I mentioned how we worked. I worked a little bit with you and Bob, and that you are a ping pong champion. That same Steve Berger. Disappearing up the list. Victor Dvoskin. Well done. Well, thank you all, folks. You know, I'm not doing a solid hour anymore. It's a lot easier just to taper off gently. I get to this certain point and I feel like, okay. But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. I was going to try to go out to Hope again today, but I didn't make it because of a lot of complications here in town. My daughter's car, that little cute, adorable little Honda Fit, needed some more work, and she had a jingle. She sang a jingle today. If you happen to hear the Folgers, there's a big Folgers commercial that plays all over the place. She's the lead singer on it. She's got herself one of those accounts, you see. I had an account once. Count of Monte Cristo. Eugene O'Neill. That was Eugene O'Neill's father, James O'Neill. It's a sad tale. He just played the Count of Monte Cristo, and he would be dead drunk. He played it so often, he was just so bored with it, he hated it. He would go out drunk as a skunk. And I guess but James O'Neill learned, but Eugene O'Neill, fascinating guy, Eugene O'Neill. I read a lot of books about him. Love him. Sonny says, thanks for the smoothie recipe. Good. You get that ninja, and then they'll give you some good stuff, and it really is good for you. It really is. Trust me, I know Honda Jazz. Honda Jazz is also a cool car. Honda Jazz, I don't know that car. I've been driving my daughter's little Fit around, and I love it. It's a beautiful little car. I'm going to get one. I mean, she bought it with 225,000 miles on it, and it runs beautifully. I mean, it just hums. There's nothing wrong with that car at all. I mean, it's been taken care of, and I won't tell you what price you got. Was he related to Hank O'Neill? Sure, absolutely. Yeah, they were cousins, no doubt. Listen, with that last comment, me and my picture back there, let me see, right back there. It's hard to do this without looking at a monitor. That picture. We bid you all a fond farewell. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. I have my new phone tomorrow. Oh boy. No, I mean, it's just a replacement for the old one. I was going to go to the iPhone 11, and I said, no, what's the point? It's a good phone. I don't need that phone at all. So I got my insurance policy, got a replacement for $199, and I'll use that for the rest of my life. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.